All right, folks. All right. Um, we're live, and I'm gonna attempt to give you a quality stream. Let me know how the audio is. I will do a sound check. Oh shoot! I need to get my AirPods so I can hook them up to my Mac real quick. Now I'll just do a sound check real quick. Hey, folks! For the people that are coming in, let me get the live chat up here. What's going on, Joseph? Just want to do a live stream real fast. I've been really caught up into doing a lot of videos to catch up because I had to leave town. And I'm back. And apologize if the connection drops or the internet connection isn't the best right now. It's actually storming out, and I was like, I guess I'm gonna stream. I'm storming while it's streaming. I was bored, man. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead. I've been editing and shooting videos all day, and I wanted to go ahead and kick it real fast with you guys. I got two monitors. I got a new monitor, folks. I got a new monitor. I'll talk about that later. What's going on? I need to get the live chat open. Hopefully, you guys are having a good day. I'm trying to find the. Is this video live? I mean, is it unlisted? Let's find out here. You guys got notification um of the video. What's going on? I'm trying to get my stream up here, and I can't find it for some reason. That's kind of weird. Um, YouTube, man, always tripping. I can't even get the stream up. This is so strange. Um, this is weird. I'm trying to get my because I don't want to continue to try to read the comments here. So I'm trying to find the stream. This is weird. Anyway, we're gonna talk about. There it is. Finally, okay, it's popping up. All right, let me do a sound check real quick. If you. All right. Okay. So while I'm getting this all set up, man, I appreciate you guys stopping by. Tech Red, I gotta get you, man. Tech Red, we gotta get another stream together. Me, you, Technically T, and Eric from Easy Computer Solutions, and one of my new favorites, Terry Warfield. Terry Warfield. Shout out to Terry Warfield. I liked his tweet earlier, man. He was for real about that. Sound check. Okay, there we go. So hopefully you guys can at least see the video in 720p because I decided to just use the Moto G7 to stream this. I really like using the Moto G7. So everybody's just coming in. Hit that thumbs up button real quick if you'd like to do so. If not, I understand. But I gotta get a live panel together, man. We have a lot to discuss with the Pixel, the Samsung Galaxy Fold. I saw the email that is going out to people who pre-ordered. So shout out to everybody that decided to take a break. I know it's a Tuesday night. I think it's a Tuesday night. So Tuesday night, it's 9:55. I know you got to go to work, but I just wanted to. I stated earlier that I might go ahead and do a live stream tonight because tomorrow I'll be really caught up with doing a whole bunch of recording again. I'll be releasing footage on your favorite device. My Fold order didn't get canceled. It actually gets delivered tomorrow, just so you know. So I might post that footage tomorrow, but we shall see. So yeah, hopefully the audio is good. Hopefully the quality is good. We're gonna get this thing going here. So we do have a few things to talk about. Yeah, obviously, good job on the last video, Tech Rant. Good job, Terry Warfield. Good job, Technically T. Good job on the Easy E. Good job on those videos. Those guys are pumping out. Because I gotta have something to watch too, man. I'm not just a tech reviewer. I like to watch other people. You know, it's going to be real selfish. So we're going to talk about the email that is going out to Galaxy Fold. And again, my Fold will be here tomorrow. Spoiler. So I will be giving you a review. I'll try to get the footage out. But my order's just fine. But a lot of people are getting word that the Fold, Galaxy Fold, is canceled. And their orders are being canceled. And I'm just kind of looking from monitor to monitor. Here, I got several monitors up. Their orders are getting canceled. And Samsung is sending out emails to people, letting them know, hey, sorry, we can't ship your phone. And some people feel like it's going to be delayed indefinitely. But I don't know if it'll be delayed indefinitely, but I do believe, um, I do believe that they are going to seriously be delayed for some time. I think the plastic folding display needs some work, and we're going to have to, they're not the only ones to do it. I think they're doing this. In my initial video, I said in that video, and I say it again in this video, they really should pull this phone back. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing they did, because you don't want a repeat of the Note 7. That was billions of dollars lost for them, and they don't want it. So, no, you're not late, man. I've only been going for like 5 minutes. So if you're just coming in, I appreciate everybody that's stopping in. Joseph, see you guys. Michael, Thomas, Gabe, BV, I see you, man. Ivan, I see all you guys. Tech for your knees, man. What's going on, man? I ain't hollered at you in a long time. G Mac, Abdul is here. Super Luigi, Jess Wallace, man. I just started like 5-6 minutes ago now. So I know it's a Tuesday night, so I apologize for taking up your time on a Tuesday night. Brooklyn in the house. I see you, Jersey in the house. I know you guys are busy and you got to go to work and stuff like that. So, but I didn't want to wait too long, because I definitely have footage coming tomorrow. Again, I might release my fold video tomorrow, but I'm definitely going to release some other phones that I have coming in. You already know what they are. If you follow me on Twitter, you already know what they are. I'm going to release some other phones, but I want you to post comments in there concerning Samsung. We're not just going to talk about Samsung. Let me get this out of here. I apologize if you hear vibrations. I am using a phone with a SIM card and everything. So we're not just going to talk about Samsung. We're going to talk about phones, Pixel, Samsung, the Razr, anything you want to talk about. Leave a comment down below. Sony, I'm still waiting on the Xperia 1 to come up, so I'm pretty perturbed. I'm willing to give these people my money, but they just won't, So I see some comments in here, some questions. Looks like, am I planning to get the Xperia 1? Man, if you must not be following, you can't be following me if you're asking me that. I'm all about getting the Xperia 1. I got my Sony joint right here, which I dearly love. This is a great phone. Definitely rocking with the Sony Xperia 1. So I see some other comments in here. Hey, we're sitting. When you plug in your headphone jack, E. Lewis, man, you got to get into your phone and play with it. I just went in there and found that under the settings. You just go into the settings, and you got to go into the part where first you need to plug in a headphone, right? And then turn the feature on in those settings in the DAC of your G8. Okay, try that. What's good? What do you think about the Galaxy View 2? Thomas, good question. I actually am interested in that Galaxy View 2. Sorry, I just had I forgot my water over there, but I just ate like a late little snack. But I'm actually intrigued by the View 2. But to me, there's still no use for that. Like, where would I put that big old thing at? As long as I can carry an iPad or a laptop, and I've got a lot of laptops. I know they don't technically have like apps, you know what I'm saying? Technically, because the Windows Store, if it's a Windows, it's not the same. But my iPad definitely is, and you can put the iPad on a bigger screen. I don't know. The View is nice. The Samsung View is nice, the 2. But the first one was it was horrendous, man. It was way too bulky. But that was the first gen. The second gen looks really promising. I might have it. Let me see. They should have let it a 5-year play with durable tech. Tech Rant, I agree. Really what happened is the plastic displays are not ready yet. And even though Xiaomi and Huawei's designs look better, I would definitely rock with the Huawei design for sure, or the Xiaomi design over the Samsung design. That's personal preference, and that's just me. Which one do you like best? The Galaxy Fold, the Xiaomi folding phone, or the Huawei folding phone? The Huawei folding phone, listen, when it folds shut, it's only 5 millimeters, folks. That's super thin. And I listened to some, other creators kind of downplay like the Samsung Fold is the best, but they might just say that because they had it in hand. You know what I'm saying? When you don't have something in your hand, you can give your speculations on it. You can, give your opinion on it, but until you hold it, you get a different view of it. That's what it is. Johnny B, what's going on? Super, I see you. The iPad Mini 5 is a beast, man. I'm loving it. I left my iPad over there. I got a video coming out on the iPad Air 3 that I shot on the iPad Air 3 and edited, put it all on. It's going to go onto YouTube. I'll release it tonight more than likely because I don't want anything to interfere with tomorrow's videos. E, I was just talking about you, man. I was just saying that me, you, T, Terry Warfield, Tech Rant, 10-Minute Tech, we got to get this big stream together, bro. We got to get this large stream together. We got to bring it. I'm trying to put that together, so we'll make that happen. But you know, Tech Rant, I think that they needed to just do way more testing, and they've been working on that supposedly, I've been told, for 8 years. But the way they did that design, everybody can say what they want to say. Oh, you hating on it? That was a horrible design compared to the other foldable phones that were out. Serious. Like I said, my folding phone will be here tomorrow, and my order is not canceled. It was legit, it's ready to go, so I'll have an unboxing on that hopefully tomorrow. If not, I'll release it the next day because I want to get some Google stuff out of the way. But I see some questions. What phone am I streaming with? Tech for your needs. This is the front camera of the Moto G7, and this is the YouTube app built into the phone. I love using this thing. I think it's awesome. I'm trying to get some more of your questions. Yeah, but the iPad Mini, the new iPad Mini and the iPad Air, boss. They got that A12 in it, and it flows, man. Full video of phone tomorrow. Google Pixel 3a. Yeah, you have to stay tuned. You know, I'm pushing up. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about the OnePlus 7? I will have the OnePlus 7, obviously. This is the cell phone season is picking up again, son. It's coming. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got your birthday stream tomorrow night. Okay, I'm gonna have to come through. Shout out to E, man. It's birthday stream. I have to come through there. I'm always in there anyway. I just be creeping. I don't say nothing because I be like earphones on. My AirPods be in. I be, you know, moving about. Yeah, the 3A, obviously I'm going to review the 3A, folks. OnePlus 7, I'm definitely trying to review the OnePlus 7 for sure. And I'm thinking about it's the regular OnePlus 7. I'm not even really talking about the Pro too much. I might get the Pro eventually, but you know, the 7 is what I'm rocking with for now, I think. I'm not sure yet. Instead of buying a Pixel 3a, save another 100 and get a Snapdragon 845 Pixel 3. I already have a Pixel 3, and this is something that I talked about in my other stream, why a person should get. And also, I have an updated video on this coming out because I just got the last release for Q. This is Android Q, and I have a video on that coming out. So I've said it before. The Pixel 3 is a phone that, you know, is still in effect. But I'm willing to compare that next to the Pixel 3a to see how much better the 3a is or how much better the Pixel is. I'm going to compare them, hands down. Let me see your thoughts on the new Pixels. Again, stay tuned. I'm going to be bringing that up. Shout out to TechWiz. This is cool. At least Samsung listening to notes. So, yeah, Jeremiah, for real. I mean, I don't even think they really listened to what some of us said. You know what I'm saying? I think that they just saw the potential for a huge failure. And if they would have just took these people's money and put it into the hands of the consumer, first of all, not a lot of sales were going to happen. Everybody can say, oh, you don't know. And people hit me up hard, man. At the beginning, people took it personal when I was just trying to keep your eyes open. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to sway you into not buying something, but you got to keep your eyes focused on reality. And the fact of the matter is, not a lot of those phones were going to be sold. And if it were sold, those consumers would have had some problems at one point or another. So it's best that they did it and stopped it. You want to make 500,000 right now, or do you want to lose 3 billion later? It's a good choice by Samsung. When do you think the Xperia? When do you think the Xperia 1 is going to release? Man, I've heard it's coming out in June. I've heard September. I just want it to release, son. That's all I'm looking for. What about the Axon folding phone a while back? Fantastic phone. You know, people clown that phone, but at least it got released. Only thing I think people didn't like about it was the price tag, because it released at $850, but now you can get that phone for like $160. And I definitely tell people to explore, because I had one and I didn't really release a video on it because I had some problems with my unit. It was actually a tester unit, a beta unit, and I didn't want to release footage on a beta unit. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. You can get that phone now, though. I made a design LG V50. This has to be a G8 stream. Now I'm actually using the G7. I'm actually using the G7 to stream the front of this. Man, this is actually the YouTube app built into my G8 is right here. Actually, I was charging it up. I'm actually using the G7 to stream with this. With the 3A, you're getting a brand new phone with 3 years of support on a budget. Here's the thing about that. I said this before. I'm not impressed with the pricing versus what the Pixel 3A is going to bring, or the 3A XL. Because see, I think Google kicked themselves in the foot by releasing that phone first and then trying to release this phone. You know, they should have released the other one first and then released this phone, and then this could have had a Snapdragon 855. But what they're trying to do is, and I've said it, this isn't something I didn't say. They should definitely have gone with the 800 series processor. 835, I would have been excited about it, because when you consider this, $400 or $470 or $480 or whatever the bigger one costs, can you name so many phones that are going to have a Snapdragon 855 in it for that price? Or add $50 and you get a ton more phone. I know you can name some of these phones, folks. It's not a mystery. There's too many phones that are close to the price of that phone. Now, what Google is hoping for, because remember now, Google has the Pixel 3 and the 3A and the 3, all of them on all carriers. What they're hoping for is for the carriers to push that 3A. Because honestly, why would a person buy the Pixel 3A if you're looking at performance all around? It's probably going to be a heck of a lot better. Probably. Don't quote me on that. I'll know soon. But why would a person buy that over, you see what I'm saying? So it's a personal, you got to do your own research. You know, don't take people who get in front of the camera like me and say, yo, your word is bond, I'm going to do what you say. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Not all the time, because I don't have all the answers. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving from where I sit and I have the devices, it's just my perspective on it. And that's why you need to treat all of these tech reviews that you watch. It's just their experience. And most cases, or some about 50 to 75%, your experience might be the same as theirs. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for some more of your questions. Absolute Tech can't be. Samsung website was sold out. The AT&T Samsung, they're not sold out, man. They stopped the production. They're going to list it as sold out because they stopped taking orders. The email that is going out to people, you know, it's apologizing to them. And if you can find this email, there's plenty of them online. You can find them. It's apologizing to people and telling them that they're going to go back to the drawing board. That's what it's doing. They're apologizing, saying, you know, we can't, here's a refund. We can't produce this product right now. That's what the emails are saying. So if you think it's sold out, it's not sold out. It's just that they're stopping production, which is a smart thing. I don't know how they're going to do it, you know what I'm saying? But they're going to do it. Yumi Digi Power. I'm not messing with Yumi Digi right now, man. But I think the Galaxy Fold, let me see. I heard they are limited sales to see how it goes in the Fold. I heard they delayed the phone, not canceled, by May 31st. People can cancel it. Yeah, the email that I'm looking at, man, I see the email about the May 31st and everything. I don't think they're going to bring this phone if they bring this phone to production, it's too much of a risk. Way too much of a risk for troubles. They're taking a huge risk. Huge risk. I think they should scrap it and go back to the drawing board. That's just what I think. And I said that on day one. $399 is enticing to the average consumer. Totally on point, Tech Rant. That is what Google is hoping for. And honestly, from what I can see, the Google Pixel 3 isn't a bad phone. I'm talking from like the tech side. The average consumer they couldn't care less what processor, how much RAM. They just want it to work, which is what Google is hoping to do. They're hoping to sell as many of these $399 phones as they can. You know why they will sell a lot of them? It's because, for one, we all know that Google's cameras are boss. Photos are boss. There's a lot of phones that are good, but portrait mode on photos belongs to this phone right here, front and rear. There's just no phone that I've used whose portrait photos can't even really touch. They may come close, but I've yet to see one that can beat it out yet. That's just my personal opinion. The majority of the internet might say the same thing, but personally, I don't really care. I care what they're talking about, but it doesn't affect my opinion. This phone has beast mode cameras, and from what I can tell, it's the same cameras minus a few tweaks. The phone itself is now polycarbonate. You know what I'm saying? You lose an IP rating. I think you lose wireless charging, and again, the materials are different. The camera doesn't have as wide an angle. Small tweaks are being done in the background, and then the most important one is you get 4 gigs of RAM. But if you notice, there's only one memory option, 64. I didn't see any 128 gigs. You understand what I'm saying? So that's something to consider. You get 4 gigs of RAM, but the most noticeable thing to me is the processor. The processor at 480 or 400, that's asking for a lot when you got a lot of phones that have Snapdragon 800 series in them for about that same price, and some even less. You know what I'm saying? Also, the Snapdragon 632, that is a boss up processor. That is why I like to use the G7, Moto G7 to do streams, because I could stream on this phone for 2 hours straight. It doesn't overheat. Everything works good. As long as I got an internet connection, it's good. So, you know what I'm saying? So the Fold, when you compare that, the Pixel, and that's another thing that Google is looking at. They know, they may not say anything, but they know about the Fold. They know the troubles that Samsung is having. And so now it's time for them to capitalize on it and say, hey, customers don't want to pay $1,000 anymore. Customers never wanted to pay $1,000. Y'all didn't give us an option. You know what I'm saying? So now they know that the Fold is possibly delayed for a long time, or possibly even canceled. Possibly, you know what I'm saying? Rumor mill, just treat it like a rumor. They're going to capitalize on that by saying, oh, look, here's a phone for $400 and it's got the best cameras on the market. Because the society now takes a boatload of photos. That's what they focus on. Not so much the videos or it's waterproof. Those are all little extra side things that companies do to try to get a customer to thinking that they need it. The fact is, folks, you don't need wireless charging. You don't need an IP rating. You don't even need fast charging. Put a bigger battery in there and you won't need fast charging. I'm gonna read some more of your questions real quick. Appreciate all the comments coming in. The 3A is going to be a hit because the average consumer is ignorant. I wouldn't so much go so far as Carlos. I wouldn't call the average consumers ignorant. The problem, I think a lot of techies say that, the reason they say that is because we're looking at the tech side and they're more in touch with reality possibly than we are. Because we put a phone and we baby it and all this other stuff, and they don't do that. A phone is not at the top of their list. A phone is not at the top of their list. Reality check. They're spending time with family. They're using these devices to take photos of their children, and they're catching the memories. You know what I'm saying? So techies are way too serious. Techies are way too serious, man. Nah. So according to I wish to pat the picture. Okay, so I'm seeing a question here from Fluffy84. Actually, the 710 and the 670 are pretty much neck and neck. And go to the Qualcomm website and you can read that for yourself. Shout out to my man Night Tech for pushing that info to me. So the 670 is about the same as the 710, so we shouldn't be missing anything. G7 is nice to see you seeing the mini screens and camera. Yeah, it's really good, man. The G7 is a beast for it. Let me see here. Samsung needs to delay the Fold ASAP. It's delayed already. We just don't know how long. We don't know how long. That's all it is. That's all it is. Samsung didn't get their stuff together. I understand they want to be first, innovate, but don't overreach. And you're completely right. You love 24. They don't need to push the limits to this point to where they have another situation, a debacle like the Note 7. We don't want that. TechRad says, if you look at, at this way, $399, but if you wait a bit, you can get it on Swapper for $250, $300. eBay, he's right. You know what I'm saying? And you might not even have to buy a used one. Google will probably put it on sale for a special. As a matter of fact, Project Fi has it. You get $100 credit when you activate Fi. You know what I'm saying? So it's always going to be some promos out there. You know what I'm saying? It's that's just the way it is. Companies want you to buy the phones, but what they're counting on is the carriers to really help them sell this phone. Look what OnePlus did. Now the OnePlus is going to be on all carriers. T-Mobile set the OnePlus off. T-Mobile set that OnePlus off. So they made OnePlus famous. If you don't think so, something's wrong. OnePlus sales went up, what, 400%? Somebody quote me in the comments. It went up like 498% or 398%. They sales jumped heavily because of T-Mobile. T-Mobile pushed the crap out of that phone, man. It's crazy. What do you think about the OnePlus 7 Pro high-end phone? It says 835. The OnePlus 7 Pro is going to have it's going to have some high-end specs, but it's not going to be that much in price. I think it's going to start at like 8 or something like that. So don't quote me on that, but I plan on for sure getting the 7 first. So if you don't see the Pro first, a lot of people might run to the Pro. I'm trying to rock with the 7 first and get a feel for it. I've already done the pop-up cameras and all this. I don't have to have all that. You know what I'm saying? Those plastic displays are no good. Someone needs to create a flexible glass. Man, you're talking about the future right there, son. A flexible glass would just be... It's already there. They're just not showing it to us yet. Great thumbnail. Yeah, I just was trying to think of something creative with the thumbnail, man. I wasn't trying to offend nobody, but, you know, some people will be crying about it. After this turns into like a non-live video, they'll be crying about it. They'll be, oh, you're always hating on Samsung. Let me see. Put your comments in there, man. Put your questions in there. Yeah, so 398% is what the OnePlus sales jumped. I believe that's what that comment is for, from 0. Yeah, 008. Yeah, they sales, they need to thank T-Mobile for that, son. They need to thank T-Mobile for that. Let me see here. Yeah, the 6T was a hard fight. They were selling out. The 6T was selling out like crazy. They were selling out like crazy, and people just couldn't find it at T-Mobile. It was ordering online. Go to Best Buy for $29. You can pick up a TCL LX Android 8, 2 gigs of RAM, no contract. That's a heck of a deal. $29. Yeah, they did make OnePluses. That's just my opinion, but I mean, I respect it if you disagree. But man, they sold the boatload of those OnePlus 6Ts. Samsung needs to take their time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Samsung is a great company, man. I'm definitely no Samsung hater. I mean, how much money I spend on Samsung products and how much I've been following Samsung since day one. I've had every Galaxy Note. I put in my time. I got all the Galaxy S's when I can get them. I like Samsung products. But the fact of the matter is, we should tell them the truth. They should want to hear the truth. That if you put this product out, son, it's going to be a mistake. Customers are going to get it. And you know how sometimes customers, okay, so a person, like, I'm not going to go so far as Carlos. He said customers were ignorant. That's cold. They're just not educated enough. And that's what some of us are here for, to do, to help keep them on the right path. That's why I make a lot of videos on all different prices of phones, to try to keep people aware. But you know, the Galaxy Fold, imagine if they push this phone out, right? And customers get it. Haven't you ever talked about something and then you sway the person to agree with you without even doing it? Like this. Okay, I got this Sony right here. Got this Sony. And I'm like, yo, man, this thing is horrible. I mean, the screen is just crooked at the top. But it's all right. And they be like, well, I just got mine. I didn't even really notice that. Yep, you're right. I do see it up there. It's just that easy to sway someone about. It was in the up the knowledge game. I mean, I'm not gonna ever call a customer, I guess, ignorant. Not saying you're wrong. I'm not trying to pick on you, Carlos. Mill Hustles, what's going on, man? I just think the education for tech is on us. And so that's when customers watch too much of the media. Come on, you guys know who the media is. When they watch too much of the media, and we know who they are, you know what I'm saying? The product's just not getting announced, and they pushing out videos doing full reviews. Come on, son. That's ridiculous. There's full reviews of the Galaxy Fold. How? It's not even out yet, son. It's not even a phone that people can get their hands on yet. It just got delayed even longer. You know what I'm saying? So what do we do with these reviews? I can't even trust them. I can't trust them. I don't take them serious. You can get it on eBay. I would say eBay or Amazon for the Axon M. Got a carbon fiber skin from my Sophie Guard OnePlus 6T, way better than D brand. The truth. I told you I wouldn't steer you wrong, man. I wouldn't steer you wrong, Tommy. 6T is good. You're right, and you don't have to buy the 7. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to buy the 7. Yeah, $399, man. I was talking about that earlier, Mill Hustles. I was talking about it. $399. I'm just not. I don't think I'm impressed with that price for a 670 processor, and then the things that they took away from. You know what I'm saying? The things that they took away from the current Pixel and watered it down, they just realized, we made a mistake. Now we got to go make some bread because, you know what I'm saying, everybody else is getting paid. I'm not going to be able to compete with Samsung and Apple in the high price game. I should have stuck with the Nexus brand. You don't think for 1 second that they have never thought about that. Don't think that they've never thought, oh, snap, I should have just stuck with this doggone Nexus line. I mean, because they're the ones who released the letters and stuff saying, you know, the sales of our more expensive phones just didn't happen. That's them releasing that, not no one else. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really hoping that, you know, personally, I don't get any money for them selling, you know, the phones. So why, and you don't either probably. So I don't know why consumers get so caught up in, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why consumers get so caught up in companies making a bunch of money. It's taking your money, you know what I'm saying? So and I always say, unless you got stock in them and you got a lot of stock in them, then you got some concern. If you got 2 stocks or 5 stocks, hey, you ain't making no real bread like the winners are doing. You ain't no shareholder. So don't get too caught up in the companies making money. You should be looking for the best deal. And we got to hold these companies accountable. So Samsung, in every respect, I got mad love for Samsung. I always will. However, I'm glad you pulled it back. That was the smartest move that you could have possibly done for yourself to make sure that you don't lose a boatload of customers, because we both know that if they would have released that phone and they would have flopped and it would have had to call back all, you know, recall all these phones, customers would have jumped ship and would have been waiting on Huawei. Huawei and Xiaomi probably would have pushed their phones out with the quickness. Or you'll see other phones capitalizing on saying, that's why you don't need a foldable phone. But today at Google I.O., you know what I'm saying, I see a comment, yeah, I missed this, you was competing with Painfully Honest. I don't watch Painfully Honest. I definitely wasn't in a competition with him, whoever that is. Shout out to Painfully Honest. I don't watch his channel, but whoever channel that is, that's what Chris was saying in the comments. I was competing. I only been going for like 30 minutes or so, but at Google I.O., they talked about folding phones and how Android Q is now completely compatible with it. And if you're playing a game like in regular mode, then you fold it open, you continue on in folding mode. Those are all great selling points. But until companies can make, I personally think that the Galaxy M design or the Axon M design is one of the best for glass. It folded out, yes, but the reason it folded out probably is because you don't want glass to be next to each other, because a little tap and boom, it's shattered. So consider that. Where everybody said, oh, the design was horrible on the Axon M. Why is this dude comparing the Axon M to the Galaxy Fold? The Galaxy Fold is a beast, whole nother category. The Galaxy Fold never got released. And they got, look at all the troubles they're having. Don't be so naive, folks. Don't follow these brands that much to where, you know, if they paying you a little piece of paper to say that, okay, just say that. But the Axon M wasn't a bad design. It wasn't a bad phone from what I understand from people who had it and have it. It was just the price. Like most the Essential phone, it was the price. Look what happened with the Essential phone. Everybody bought, they bought some of them phones. Every phone that comes out at a really high price gets criticized and critiqued, and people just wait for it to go down, then it's a boss phone. You see it all the time. You see it all the time. Hey, Cruz, what's going on, man? You're not late, man. I only been rolling for 30. Great phone. Hey, Jesus got the Pixel 3a. Great phone, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Axon M right now is $160. Yeah, why, if you've never tried a folding phone, why not? My fold, I'm gonna be releasing footage on my fold. I'm gonna give you the truth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but Google should have stuck with the Nexus devices, and that would have been smart. Grant, everybody said what's up to Grant. Yeah, I asked earlier, Grant, if people got the notification from YouTube because I couldn't even find the stream. I was trying to keep the stream open because I decided to stream from the G7, the Moto G7, and I tried to keep the stream open over here so I could see the comments, and I couldn't even find it. It took like 5 minutes or maybe 3 to 5 minutes for Google to even show the notification at all. So, yeah, a lot of people said they didn't get the notification. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't know. The Nexus line will be really, really good. Shout out to the super chat for Paul, man. I appreciate the support. Yeah, I guess a lot of you guys didn't get the notification, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, the folding design that Samsung put out, it didn't really get critiqued like I thought it would. You know what I'm saying? I was hoping for the people who had it to give their opinion on it, but come with some things that are just there that they just kind of downplayed. I haven't watched any full reviews of the Samsung phone. I'm not gonna watch them either. I still want an LG V50. That would be awesome. Yeah, the G50, the V50. I'm sorry, the V50 is probably gonna. It's a 5G phone, so it's probably gonna be hot, man. That's gonna be a hot seller. Axon brand new unlock for less than 200. Can't beat it. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. People assume automatically that since the phone didn't move units, it's a failure. Say it again. Say it again. Even if a phone sells 15 units, that doesn't mean it's a failure. Yeah, it doesn't mean that it's a failure, son. That just means that the people focusing on that, that's just like people who only look at specs. I look at more than specs. Now, you probably say, oh, hold on, Jay. Wait a minute, Jay. Hold up. You just got done saying that the 670 isn't worth 400. I truly believe that it's not worth 400. But I can get a $400 Snapdragon 845 phone. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say that. But like Tech Rant was saying earlier, it's not just about that. The average consumer, it looks great to them. And depending on how the carriers sell it, the carrier should be able to sell more Pixel 3As than iPhones if they do it right. If they do it right. But I'm sure that carrier reps get paid on commission. You know what I'm saying? They get paid on commission, and they probably get a little stip that's going to be higher on certain phones. I wouldn't doubt it. You know what I'm saying? So they got to take care of their families. So they're going to push what they want to make the money off of, but that's the wrong way to sell a phone. And I'm not saying all of the reps do that, but 99% of the reps I know do that. I've walked into a store before and said, hey, I want this phone. Well, why don't you want an iPhone? Well, why don't you want a Galaxy? Because I didn't come in for that. What are your needs for? You know what? Test it for yourself, son. Test it for yourself. Walk into a store, act like you know nothing about cell phones, and tell them to sell you the best phone they have in the store. Just say, what's the best phone you got in the store? What phones do you think they're going to take you to? You already know what's up. My next phone is the G8. Yes, you'll love this G8. It's totally awesome. The G8 is a boss. Malik, what's going on, man? Appreciate that, Antonio. I'm just being just talking how I normally talk, man. I mean, for those people that say, "Oh, Jay, you talk the truth," I'm just kind of. This is my point of view. You don't have to agree, but I try to be as level-headed and down to earth as to where average consumer I can be on their level. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's a test for you guys, man. When you have time this weekend or whenever you have time this week, walk into a cell phone store of your choice, and it'd be really sweet if you went into Verizon, AT&T, and Sprint and T-Mobile. Visit all of them and ask them all the same question. What's your best cell phone right now? I need something that could do it all. See what they sell you. I'm curious I'm curious. You can tweet to me. If you can't visit them all, try to visit one store and see what they say. And I would tweet to me and Mr. J. Williams and tell me what they say. I gotta know. I gotta know what they say. Yeah, Fat Max, that's the truth, man. I try to be as thorough as possible. Looking for your comment. Wish the S10 got Android Q. That's another thing. The G8 is about to get Android Q. Galaxy S10 is not about to be. I just released my full review of the G8 after I've had it since launch, so I just released my full review. I'm not done with it. I bought this, so I'm about to continue to use it, and I'll compare it to the Pixel 3a cameras. I'll do some stuff, man. I'll get it going. Do you think the G8 could be LG's redemption if marketing and put? You know what, Mills? What's up, Nintendo 64? I see. Would have been. Guess it would have been that a bean right there. Bada bing, bada boom. There it is. I think the G8, if marketed correctly, and you get it into the hands of somebody who's willing to take the time to learn about it, you know what I'm saying? And marketing is always key. However, if they don't market it, they're not going to sell too many, you know what I'm saying? And it's just not going to happen, man. The sales are going to come from word of mouth. And right now in the tech game, word of mouth only consists of iPhone and Samsung. That's all, Galaxy. That's all people know. You know what I'm saying? If you're a youngster and you go into high school, if you don't have no iPhone, you're poor. You know what I'm saying? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and it's totally true. I've checked with many teenagers, and they make fun of kids who do not have an iPhone, which is the dumbest thing ever. That's just the stupidest thing ever. And adults too. I remember when the Razor was on AT&T only, and people who had a Razor was balling. Remember that? Oh man, they must be rich. Remember when the iPhone was only on AT&T? Oh man, you must be rich if you got an iPhone. It's all lies, man. It's all lies, son. It's lies. Somebody's still rocking the G6. Great phone. You know it, Brian. Oh, that's Brian Dyer, man. What's going on, Brian? See you in a minute, man. Yeah. Go to Best Buy in the morning, G-Mac, and ask them, what's the best phone you got in here? They're going to take you to a Samsung Galaxy S10, Galaxy Note 9, or an iPhone XS Max, or an iPhone XS. They're going to take you to one of those. If they don't, man, I would be shocked. I would be shocked. I would be blown away if they don't take you to one of those. Shocked. I like AirPods too, man. I have my AirPods in my pocket, but I don't know what I did with them. I think I left them on the other room over there. Yeah, it is sad and that's not a bust or a diss on Samsung. It's just that the so-called reps selling the phones aren't educated. Now imagine how uneducated the regular consumers are if they're listening to these people. Think about that. They're not being educated. The V series is actually, he said hashtag commission. Shout out to Chris. Totally right, man. Hashtag commission. It's something else, man. It's something else. But yeah, man, the V series has always been good. If you have a LG V30 still, you got a boss. Any of the V series are good, but something about the V30. Somebody asked me, do I like the G8 better than the V40? I never had the V40, but I used the V40, and it was just too high in price. And now that it's only $600, they brought the G8 out, so I'm gonna rock with the G8 instead. You know what I'm saying? G8 or OnePlus 7. The OnePlus 7 isn't here yet. I'll have it. I'll compare them on this channel though. I'll compare them on the channel. So the Samsung Fold. Is there anybody in this stream right now who placed the order for the Samsung Galaxy Fold? Anybody place an order for the Galaxy Fold? Do you rock with iPhone or Galaxy S10? I've had them both, so and I still got an iPhone. Anybody order the Galaxy Fold? I was looking. No, somebody said no. In my head, Jess Wallace. In my head, I ordered it. Oh man, that's crazy. Tech Nerd ordered it. Okay, so one person actually ordered it. I saw a comment about the HTC U11. They still tripping over my HTC U11 in 2019. Man, the HTC U11 is one of the most boss phones ever. Before I bought a DSLR, you already know, the HTC U11 was my phone to do all the videos, man. I loved it. If we wouldn't have I could still use it right now. As a matter of fact, I don't know if I compared it next to the G8, but I will. I got it right here, son. I think I got it down here, right here. Where's my G8? Here's my HTC Ultra, which you know I keep it on deck. Where is... I got a lot of phones, man. Where is my phone at, son? Where is it? Where is it? I got a lot of joints down here. I still got that original Sony joint. What you know about that? And I fire these joints up too, man. I use them. Here it is right here. I can't remember if I did a video comparing the G8 to this joint. Powers right up. Look at that. Boom. I haven't fired it up in a minute, but I have used this phone. I did a throwback Thursday on both of these, you know what I'm saying? I can't remember. I'm going to have to look and see if I did a video with this phone next to the G8, because I think this phone might smash the G8's camera. I'm not sure, but we'll see. You keeping up with Painfully Honest Tech Cast when you have 4 guests? I know I've had, let me see. I would like to see HCC collab with Pixel. I'm trying to go back to this comment right here. Painfully Honest Tech. Okay. Yeah. Maybe he's not talking to me. Maybe he's just talking to somebody else. Okay, my bad. But I need to check and see if I put this up against the G8, because I think this might run with the G8's camera and might even beat it. I don't know. These cameras are phenomenal right here, man. And I know that the front camera on here is probably going to beat the G8. I have no doubt about it, because this phone I'm using, the Moto G7, I think it has a better front camera in most situations than the G8 in most situations. Yeah, man, I love this phone still, man. I love it. Let me see here. What do y'all think about the Fold being delayed, man? I don't care if the Fold has been canceled. I wasn't gonna get it anyways. Raphael said he wasn't getting it anyways, man. Yeah, the Fold is expensive, man. It's a joke though, but it's a good joke. Meaning it's not bad. It's not that it was a bad phone, but $2,000? Come on, son. Come on. $2,000 for a phone. These are limited hats, by the way. For the person who's asking for the hat, you got to get Google to send this to you directly, son. It's not going to happen. You got to tell them Jay said, you know what I'm saying? You got to, Yeah, $2,000 for a phone, man. That's a slap in the customer's face, I think. I don't see it, man. Technically, T in the house, man. He finally stopped through. He balling like that. He got that new Sony joint, man. He ain't got no time for us guys who ain't got that Sony money. T got that Sony money. T, I was saying earlier, man, me, you, Eric, technically T, Tech Rant, Terry Warfield, we got to link up that live stream, B. I'm going to have y'all all on there. Yeah, man, that doggone Fold, it looks like only one person ordered it. You know what I'm saying? Only one person ordered it, and the person who ordered it, they order about to get canceled. Yeah, man, it's about to get. Man, I really wanted to link up with you when I was down around your way, man. But that storm hit, man. That storm hit, and I was like, oh no, son, I can't do this. Can't. Man, it was horrible, real bad. But I'm looking for some more of y'all comments. G7 versus 3A. I make my choice by tomorrow, bro. Yeah, I mean, if you mean Moto G7 versus Pixel 3A, I'm gonna compare them. You know what I'm saying, I'm gonna put in work. I'm gonna do it. It's a lot of phones to cover. I need to put this up against the G8 though, because the G8 is a boss for cameras, but the HTC U11, man, these cameras are the truth. Even now, they are the truth. The Fold is a horrible idea to begin with. I mean, I don't think it's a horrible idea. I think the way they implemented it wasn't the greatest. I think they could have done better. If you're just coming in, man, I've already talked about some of you guys are posting questions in here that I've already covered. I've only been going for like 49 minutes, but some of you guys are asking questions that I've covered, but I will cover the 3A versus the processor. I've already talked about that. I don't think it should be $400 for a 670 processor, but the average consumer is definitely, definitely is a good buy for them. You know what I'm saying? I saw some other stuff in there. You know what, man? Somebody say what's Fat Max is totally non-tech related. Living in Texas is. I mean, I'm from Jersey originally, and I've lived in the Yak also. If you know what the Yak is, Michigan, Detroit, Pontiac, all those areas. Texas is. I don't really. To be honest, I don't really like it. You know what I'm saying? I think the people down here are a little different. You know what I'm saying? But when I got out the military 25 years ago, yes, I've been out for 25 years. It's just different, and when you start buying land and stuff, and you do. My wife is from a part of Texas, so and Jersey is rough. So Jersey it's dirty Jersey. It's New York, Philly, Jersey, rough, man. So I'd rather chill down here and just be a regular old dude. Going to church in Texas. The weather is good. You know what I'm saying? Weather is good. The fold did what it was supposed to do, which is fold. Man, y'all trip me out, man, with the jokes, man. For those of the people that are asking about the giveaway I did for the phone, I'm gonna give away the Yumi Digi 1 Max. I didn't say how long. I'm still waiting for more people to get in. You know what I'm saying? I got a few people in there. I'm probably gonna post it this weekend. I'm not sure yet. I'm still trying to decide what I want to do. But we'll figure it out. I'm gonna get that phone out to you guys, to the winner. Whoever the winner is, you'll get your phone. Let me see. New phone. I'm looking for some more of your comments. I think you should have waited to unveil the guy's phone. Yeah, Samsung. Yeah, they probably should have. I could still get over air. Oh man, you say you still can't get over air power. That's another flop that happened. You know what I'm saying? But it happens all the time, man. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. Phones get dropped off, and you know what I'm saying. People forget about it, or stuff gets dropped off. I'm saying, yeah, nah. I think I'm going to hold on to my OnePlus 6T until next year. Tommy, that's smart. Because if you don't need a phone, don't buy one. I say that all the time. You know what I'm saying? I say that all the time, like to people who want a new phone, but they don't need one. I always tell them, why are you buying it? Like, what's the purpose of you buying it? If you don't need it, don't buy it. I said, there's absolutely no reason for you to buy a new phone. You have to learn to watch tech reviewers and just watch them. Because most cases, I'm going to disclose to you, hey, shout out to so-and-so for sending this phone out, which means I didn't buy it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't buy it. You know what I'm saying? But I do buy 99% of the phones and all of the tech you see on my channel. But every now and then, like Google sent me this Pixel right here last year. I used to get a lot of LG phones. They stopped. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? I don't get very many review units anymore, but that's fine for the companies that bless me with a review unit. I appreciate it. Is it really canceled? Mr. Tech says it really canceled. Emails are going out to people who bought the Fold saying that it's going to be delayed for a lot longer. They don't know when. They got dates in there talking about May 31st. It'll be shipped by May 31st. You'll hear from us or something like that. If you do not hear from, I'm going to read verbatim what this thing says. This is one of the letters that went out to a customer who bought a Fold. We understand this. It's a long letter, so I'm going to get to the part about the shipping. It says, if you do not want to wait, you may cancel before it has shipped. If you do not hear from us and we have not shipped by May 31st, your order will be canceled automatically. If you do not want to cancel your order automatically by May 31st, you may request that we keep your order and fulfill it later. But the problem with this is, I would have had them keep $2,000, man. And a lot of people, when you pre-order, you don't even pay up front. Now there may be a few people who balling like that. I'm gonna say they balling. They might want to swipe their card and pay that $2,000 up front on a pre-order. Never that, unless I know it's something that I'm gonna be getting. Like all the GA, these little $600 phones, $700 phones. I'll pay for that in full too in a minute. $500, $2,000. Nah, I don't care how much money I got. You heard me say it. I don't care how good my credit is. I got good credit. I got credit card limits high. That's still $2,000. I could buy a car with that. You know what I'm saying? I could pay my mortgage and all the utilities in my house and then still have money left over. Not gonna happen. You said I do buy, and it sounded like do buy. Nah. AirPower 2nd gens or Power Beat Pros. Kept my first AirPods because they still work. I'm not switching to AirPods just because. How will the 3A look when displayed to all these modern screens? The body rich display. I don't know, man. I gotta get it in hand. You know what I'm saying? I wish HTC would come with something new like the U13. That'd be nice. I don't believe Samsung worked on the Fold for 6 years. They wouldn't have missed their screen. You know what? Some people say 8 years. Some people say 8 years. I don't think that they worked on that for 8 years, man. I don't believe that because, first of all, Samsung. All right, Fat Max, take care, man. Samsung brings out quality products. Furthermore, they're also known for pretty much having the best displays in the game. That's slowly coming to an end, though, son. There are some really good displays out there. You know what I'm saying? There are some really good ones. There are some really good ones. Am I gonna try the new wireless Beats? Not unless they send them to me. If you don't know, I'm a Jaybird Run. If it's not AirPods, I'm Jaybird Run or Jaybirds, period. Here go my Terra Pros. I got my Jaybird Runs over there. I got the new XT Jaybirds. I'm rocking with Jaybirds, man. Been doing that for a minute. And I also just recently started rocking with one more. Man, because of the G8, the DAC in here is so good, the one mores sound boss. Yeah. Looking for your comments. If you're just joining in, man, it's your man Jay, and I'm just pretty much kicking back talking about the Galaxy Fold. Not bashing it, just kind of having fun, you know what I'm saying? And just talking about the delays and the letters that are going out to people. I need to really check and see if I've done a video on this versus the G8 because I think this phone can beat the G8. I like the G8, but I think this phone can probably beat the G8 in front camera and rear. But we shall see. We shall see. I can't wait, man. Oh, man. This is going to be good. I think the U11 can probably beat the G8. But the only thing I can do is put the footage out and hope that, you know what I'm saying, it does well. Because the G8 has some of the best cameras. Yeah, has some of the best. You can't bash what you never unfold. That's crazy, man. Do you think Huawei will dominate the folding phones? At this point, whoever brings out a folding phone, all it has to do is work. That's it. It just has to work. And the reason that the Axon M didn't work for people is because they looked at the price and it was way too critical. Oh, the screen's too small. Check this out. The Samsung Galaxy Fold opens up into a 7.3-inch display. The Axon M opens up into a 6.75-inch display. People are way too critical, man, when they don't like the price. The slap in the face, though, is that people are applauding Samsung for that $2,000 price tag, talking about its new tech. When you can say I'm on ZTE tip, whatever you want to do, the fact is the phone was crapped on by the media, and you know who the media is on YouTube. And some phones just don't get a chance, regardless. It happens all the time, man. They crapped all over this phone right here before it even got into consumers' hands. This is a great phone, and people are still buying this phone right now for like $200 brand new, $300 brand new, whatever. Yeah. iPhone probably would never, Apple will probably never, ever do a folding phone. And if they do it, it's going to be like the Axon M with two glass screens. They don't want to take no risk. Apple ain't going to never do no folding phone. If they do a folding phone within the next 2 years, I will be shocked. I'll be blown away if, in fact, they do a folding phone. Apple's too afraid to do anything. They want to keep getting that recycled money. You know what I'm saying? A folding iPad. Okay, well, a folding iPad, that's different. Apple not going to do nothing like that, man. Well, Apple's not going to do nothing like that. They too afraid to fail. And that's why right now their sales are going down, man. And believe it or not, people are concerned. Some of these tech people are so concerned that Apple is losing money. Man, why would you care that Apple's losing money? So if you're getting the best deal. You should always be trying to get the best deal. You know what I'm saying? Don't matter if you're a tech reviewer or whatever. You should always be trying to get the best deal. And you should always be trying, especially if you're a tech reviewer, your job is to look out for the average consumer. Not to just show them things and tell them, this camera is only $2,000. It's a great deal. That's a great way to start YouTube. The lens is only going to run you $1,200. Come on, man. I've said it before. You see people giving away MacBooks and giving away all that stuff. The media, bro. It's the media. When you get something free, it's easy to say that it's great. But when you don't get something free, seems like you probably have a more realistic approach to it. Yeah. Yeah. Comments, leaving questions down in there, man. I've been going for going on an hour in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Officially at 1 hour doing this live stream. So if you're just joining in, man, just kicking back on a Tuesday night, you know what I'm saying? I really appreciate you guys stopping by, man, taking time. I know you got to go to work in the morning. Some of y'all got to go to work. Some of y'all just getting off of work. Some of y'all is going to work right now. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all, you're taking time out of your day is all I'm saying. And it's much appreciated, man. That's what it is. Let me see. I see a comment that stands out. It just happened to pop up. Big tech reviewers are afraid of Apple failing because their views come from Apple. Now, here's the thing about that. I will agree that a lot of views, because some of them are just pro-Apple, you know what I'm saying? And you're right. You're right. Some of them might be a little afraid of that. Why take a risk? Why take the risk if the tech is mature to go for it, but it's clearly not even Samsung couldn't make it work? See, that's the problem. Folding phones, it's not that they're not ready. It's the way they did it. And I'm going to reference it one more time. The Axon M was not a bad design. It wasn't a bad phone. All that happened was the media got a hold of it like they always do and crap all over it. Like what's happening right now? I haven't seen this, but shout out to Technically T and Terry Warfield. They posted on Twitter. They said that some of the larger corporations on YouTube, larger media people on YouTube, didn't get a review unit for the 3A, and they're upset. If you had to if you got 1 million subs, son, if you got 1 million subs, if you got 500,000 subs, you should be pulling in some bread on YouTube if you're putting out videos regularly. Probably all of your videos will get 100,000 hits and continue to grow. You should be able to buy what you want to buy. I haven't seen any of them complain about getting a review unit, but I just saw Terry and Technically T tweeting that, and I just laughed. I thought it was hilarious. This guy's is rich. Put their name in Social Blade, son. I'm not trying to expose nobody, but put my name in Social Blade. Put all of your favorite YouTubers' name in socialblade.com. From where I sit, it's almost right on point as far as the money. Trust me. So you think about that while you're giving them a Patreon. And you got people with 20,000 viewers. I think Eric from East Computer Solutions, I don't know how much Patreon he gets, but you got people that's making thousands of dollars a month. I'm talking about 20,000 a month, 50,000 a month. Now, that doesn't include tax, I know. But think about this. They millionaires, and you're giving them your own money too. You give them Patreons too. I don't have a Patreon before you say, Jay, you hate me because we ain't giving it to you. I don't want your money. I'm doing pretty good without YouTube and with YouTube. YouTube brings in some bread. I'm not going to front. That's how I buy everything. But if YouTube stops, my life is going to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Some of these cats will fall back. They got to start their careers, man. They got their college, but they ain't never used their degree yet. You understand what I'm saying? They ain't never used it yet. I feel like, somebody said MKBHD, keep it real. He says his honest opinion about phones, tablets, and cameras and reviews. Okay, yeah, I like MKBHD. Been following that cat since he was like 12 years old, so I don't really know. I guess y'all was talking in the comments or something. Maybe I missed something. Apple not going down that road. As far as folding phones, yeah, they're not going down that road, man. They're too afraid. Yeah, they're too afraid. And some people, Randy's still at work. Shout out to Randy on the low watching me at work. I appreciate it. YouTube is a carnival because I see a lot of shills. Shills, if you don't know what shills are, folks, it's a terminology, look it up. You'll see what it is. And I somewhat agree there probably are a lot of shills out there. You know what I'm saying? There probably are. I don't have to call any names. I'm trying to do what I got to do on my side. So as long as I know I'm not one, I'm good. I'm straight. Axon M look better now because of the price. Yeah, a lot of people processor would have heard made it flop. The 821 again. The 821 is a fantastic How many good phones have an 821 processor? Tons of them. That used to be the flagship processor to have. So how is it? I'm not saying you're wrong, whoever you're saying that. I'm just saying the media will hype something up and say it's bad for whatever personal agenda they may have. That's what it is. That's what it is. I think it's smart to wait until the second gen, Jawan says. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't so much feel I need to wait for the second gen of a product. I have no problem waiting for the second gen of product. I just know that when the media gets a hold of stuff, they will try to sway the whole world out of buying it for their own personal agenda. You can't review a phone. Check this out, folks. Think about your favorite. Okay, now, first off, disclaimer: some of your favorite tech reviewers, I probably watched them. But peep this right here, right? Like some young people say, peep game, right? How many of your favorite reviewers unbox the phone, give you a first impressions, do a week follow-up, maybe 72-hour follow-up, something follow-up, give you a separate video for cameras, take your request on applications or it's just something you want to know about the phone? How many of your favorite reviewers give you 5 to 15 videos on a single device? Name them. Your favorite YouTubers, like how many of them actually give you about 5 to 15, sometimes even 20 videos on one device? Most of the people that are in the media, they do 1 or 2 videos. They'll do an unboxing and then they'll do the review at the same time. Now you may say, okay, well, Jay, you hating right now because they had the phone for a month. They had the phone for 2 weeks. Okay, there's plenty of phones that I've had for 2 weeks, but I don't know I can do a final review after 2 weeks. That's crazy. I try to do like 15, 10, at least 5 videos. I feel like the customers deserve that. It don't matter if I got it free or not. And if it's bad, I'm going to call it out as being bad. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Google sent me this Pixel 3. I called out every negative thing I could possibly think of and also gave you alternatives. I feel like the media, and I'm labeling some of these cats the media because they all put out a video at the same time. They'll get 1 or 2 videos. They'll all do a review the day that the phone comes out or the day that the tablet comes out, whatever it is, and that's it. You never hear from it again, and they move on to something else. Now, does that mean that they're doing it wrong? Absolutely not. There's no wrong way to do a review because the reviewer is giving their perception or they're giving their perspective on that product, and we have to respect it whether we like it or not. That's why I always say, you can leave any comment you want. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to agree with you, but I respect it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like as a reviewer, my voice is to project the truth at all times, be most objective at all times, be as honest as possible, and always try to give you an alternative to a device or something that you're looking at that might cost $29 versus $300. Somebody say, why are you putting the G7 up against the G8, like the Moto G7 that I'm filming with? And why are you putting it up against the G8? The G8 is the flagship and the Moto G7 is not. Listen, if you get caught up in what the media says, folks, so all those people out there, you get caught up in what the media says, that's on you, son. You keep spending all your hard-earned money on things you don't need. You know what I mean? You do what you got to do. But I know for a fact that the Moto G7 will probably get an update because it's software stock, and it'll probably get an update faster than probably some of these phones that cost $1,000. You know what I mean? That's how it is. So who are some of the big, because remember, big and small is a state of mind as far as I see it. Who are some of your favorite people who give you 15, 10 videos on a phone? Do they respond to your comments? You know what I'm saying? Have I ever watched Floss? Floss, that's my man, 100 grand, man. Me and Floss done kicked it up in New York, man. I still got to rate you, Floss. Floss, I'm coming for you in the NY, sonny, man. Me and Floss used to be kicking it about the cars a lot, man. I used to be messing with him all the time about that BMW. Floss, my man, 100 grand, man. He's from the NY. You know what I'm saying? I definitely watch my man Floss. I got love for Floss, man. I mean, your perspective or your perception of Floss is what it is. Floss is known for keeping it 100. I don't know if he does. I never really see him do like 10 videos, but it seems like his audience accepts that. You know, they want him to do a review and then come back with a real review. That's his pattern. That's what he do. And he's raw for real. He definitely raw, man. He the opposite of me when it comes to that. You know, you guys know, somebody told me I was a fake Floss. I was like, how am I a fake Floss? I was like, Floss, that's my man. I rocks with Floss. People try to pit you against people. That's the dumbest thing. I'm definitely too old for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how old Floss is, but I know I'm definitely older than Floss. And I can tell you, I'm never gonna be online trying to go against somebody who's getting their grind going. That's why I say, you know what I'm saying? Like the people who are doing this, they're not doing it wrong. There's no wrong or right way to do anything. I'm saying I'm gonna give the people 5, 10, 15 videos because that's how I run my channel. You like what you like, I guess. Yeah, some cat was like, "You a fake Floss." What they were saying that was, I guess they didn't know I was originally from Jersey or something because they see me saying I'm in the ATX right now. But I guess they say, "Oh, they were saying," because I remember when Floss didn't have no subscribers hardly. I remember he used to face the camera with the shades on. Remember that? If you've been following Floss long enough, you know that. Remember he used to walk into the Sprint store and show you his receipt that he bought the phone? If you're rocking with Floss, you definitely should remember that. If you ain't rocking, if you don't know Floss, if you don't know that he used to be like, "I got my receipt right here," you probably don't remember that. You probably don't remember that. I've been rocking with Floss for a long time, and MKBHD for a long. He was like 12 when I first started watching him. Yeah, so if you think you know Floss and you don't know that about him, yeah. He used to push his receipts up. He don't do that hardly that much anymore because he getting them review units. You know what I'm saying? That's the ultimate goal on YouTube is to get the review units. But after you get the review units, are you going to change or are you going to stay the same? That's on the reviewer. But yeah, Floss, my man, 100 grand. I think they used to say that I was like Floss because I don't use profanity. You know, I stopped doing all that. You know what I'm saying? I live a different life. You know what I'm saying? I believe that I can articulate my words without offending the audience. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like cursing in my comments at all. I delete them. You know what I'm saying? I'm retired. I ain't got nothing better to do but to sit in here and delete y'all's curse words. And they get filtered anyway. But yeah, I think that's why they said that. I don't know what that's about. I'm assuming that's why they said that. White shoes, yeah. Hashtag white shoes. Yeah, I don't know why they would say that, but me and Floss, I don't have no problem with Cat, man. He's a good dude, man. I don't got no problem with KBHD. People say Marcus Marcus Brown. People have a problem with him. I don't have a problem with none of these people because I know them like as associates, not as personal friends. So I don't waste my energy. You know what I'm saying? Getting mad. And plus, again, I'm much older than these cats probably by at least 10 years probably. And some of them double their age, I'm sure. So I don't have to waste energy getting mad about what the next man said. Them guys getting paid. I hope they get all that they're looking for. Man, Forbes, man, what's up, man? David, I see you, man. Forbes, you come rolling up here, man. You better have just gotten off work, man. You better shout out to Team 100, man. I know they hanging around creeping somewhere. Yeah, sure. Forbes popped in late, man. I've been going for about an hour, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, everybody on YouTube will have their different view on the product. And that's why I say when you see the Galaxy Fold, I was critical of the Galaxy Fold from day one. Not that I hate Samsung, you know what I'm saying? Not that I hate Samsung because that's impossible. I've been on YouTube for like 13 years now. This is my 13th year. And some people say, "Oh, Jay, you ain't got a lot of subscribers. They got millions." Well, I'm still in control of my content, though. Ain't nobody telling me what to do. And I'm not saying that they telling them what to do, but I know what goes on behind the scenes, son. And I ain't joining no MCN. I ain't trying to be famous. This is still fun to me. So that's why I'm going to say what I want to say and do what I want to do on this channel because that's the way it's going to be. If I join an MCN, I might as well stop. You might as well stop watching me because I'm probably going to sell all the way out. They're probably going to be paying me thousands of dollars. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't chasing money. So I ain't joining no MCN. I ain't trying to be famous. I'm just buying all this stuff, selling it later, giving it away, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Get a few review units here and there and do what I need to do. That's just what it is. If they give us all a Galaxy Fold, let's see who. That would be crazy though, because it seems like phones, people who get phones, they don't know how to handle a free review unit. Some review units go like this. For those of you who don't know about the review units, it goes like this. You can they'll either send it to you and tell you to keep it, or they'll send it to you and say, you got 30 days, you got 3 months. That is how it works. So, like today, you probably saw the Pixel 3a pop up, right? You saw it pop up. The event was going on. As soon as they officially announced the 3a, who saw all those videos go live? Can I see a hand raised? Who saw all those videos go live? Which means that they got the phone a week ago at least 5 days ago. All these videos go live talking about phone review. I'm like, how? It should be more like first impressions. It should be more like a first impressions instead of a phone review. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like the consumers deserve like 10 videos. If you want me to shoot a separate video for the camera, I'll do it. I have no problem with it. And some people will say, well, I don't have time. Well, wait a minute. You do YouTube full time. So how could you not have time? You know what I'm saying? How could you not have time? I don't know. I don't know. What's your opinion on MKBHD review of LG G8? I don't have an opinion on it. I've already posted my opinion. I like him as a YouTube reviewer, and I saw Tech Rant went to his head, man. Tech Rant went at him like full throttle. I just don't get involved like that because I've met these people in person, and most of them are really nice people. However, they do YouTube full time. Like, this is their job. You know what I'm saying? So they got to keep it moving. They got to put this stuff out, I guess, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And they got to get that bread. They got to get the first views. They got to be the ones. After you get to a certain point, you don't even have to worry about getting views, because if you get big enough, remember, big is a state of mind. If you get big enough, your views are just going to come regardless. And just so you know, you can buy views. You can buy subscribers. I didn't know this until last year. I'm just totally clueless on this. At least you know I ain't buying no subscribers and I ain't buying no views, because I ain't got but like 97, which I'm proud of that. I'm proud of my 97,000 followers, and I'm proud of all the people who don't subscribe to me, because those are the people who pay the bills. If you want to say it like that, pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, MKBHD, he slammed the G8. Technically, I've heard. You know, I kind of skimmed through his video, but I didn't have my phone yet because I had to pay for mine. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he bought his or not, but I had to buy mine. And I didn't want to listen to anything anybody else said. I wanted to get mine and crack my box open first. So, you know, shout out to him. If I did kind of look at a part of his video, and he pretty much said it just wasn't good at anything, and there's nothing good about it. And I was like, wow, he didn't give it a negative review. He just acted like he wasn't impressed with it. But meanwhile, he's impressed with the Galaxy Fold and the Samsung Galaxy S10. I guess, man. I reviewed the Galaxy S10. I wasn't jumping up and down with it. You know what I'm saying? When people say LG skin is, I'm not talking about him, but I hear people say LG skin is, you know, it's just nothing. There's nothing that stands out about the G8. What? Come on, son. That's that LG ain't paying them, or I don't know, man. I don't want to get into that, but I know for a fact that there's a ton of things that stand out on the G8 to me, but maybe I just don't have nice things, and I'm not used to having nice things. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Who am I? You know what I'm saying? It's the master of several things. Hello. Michael Fisher, Android Central, those type of reviews take everything with a grain of salt. I take everything with a grain of salt. Yeah, I mean, to me, these reviewers, like, there's full reviews out there of phones on the day that they come out. And that's why I just say that's more like the media, man. That's just a first impressions, but they label it as a review. I don't even know, man. I'm not gonna crap on nobody who's getting their grind on. I'm gonna applaud them. I'm gonna respect them. I'm a man first. I'm always gonna respect another person's hustle. You know what I'm saying? Or whoever you are as a person, man or woman, I'm gonna respect you. Period. That's who I am. Until you get disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I have to get my Bible out. You know what I'm saying? And tone it down, and I have to get back to that and put that on you. But don't get disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just tech. And people get worked up over tech when they get mad over a phone. Like when I sold my Huawei Mate X. Oh my goodness, son. Yo, call the cops, son. This guy sold his Mate X. He made me buy this phone, and then he sold his. Get out of here, man. Crazy, man. Crazy, son. Crazy. I see it. Where my boy T at? It amazes me how many comments I get on the G8 videos about the skin. I know, man, the skin. How could you not like the LG skin, but you like Samsung skin? I don't understand that. They're both skins, and they pretty much look the same, son. I talk about that in my last video. I think my review of the G. I'm not sure which one. How could you not like? I don't even understand that, man. I don't get it. I understand if there's something about the skin that is ugly or something like that, and that's all personal preference. You know what I'm saying? But to say that it's just trash when, if we're being honest here, there are so many quote unquote gimmicks in the Samsung software that never took off that people just ignore. It's like they're afraid to say something about Samsung. You know what I mean? It's so weird. The tech game is strange like that, man. They'll praise Samsung for this weak attempt at the Galaxy Fold for whatever reason, but they'll crap all over the person who's actually trying, the company who's trying. Samsung UI, they can rename it to what they want. It's still Samsung TouchWiz. That's all it is, man. That's all it is, son. Nothing more, nothing less. And it's not bad. You know what I mean? It's not a bad UI. It's just that to me, they're all the same. If you're not running stock Android, it's all the same. You know what I mean? It's all the same, son. It's all the same. Let me see here. I'm going back to some of y'all's comments, man. The G8 is a hard sell because of the lack of marketing. Yeah, it's not a hard sell because of marketing. That has nothing to do with it. If they don't market it and you want it, go buy it. You know what I'm saying? If you see something in the store, you take a second to play with it, buy it. But some people today, and David, this is not like a personal attack on you or anything, but some people today, they too worried about what somebody else said before they buy it for themselves. So do you really need marketing, or do you just need to go out and get what you want? You know what I mean? It's not you, but you know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. LG ran out of money. I can't hate LG. You crazy, man. Oh, man. Well, the red hydrogen, man, they brought out this phone. That red hydrogen, shout out to Nintendo 64. The red hydrogen was a no-go from the jump, man. They brought out that big old thing that looked like something from the year 2000, man. That's crazy. Marketing doesn't matter, or doesn't make or break a phone on how good it is. I think I just saw that afterwards, but T, that's just what I was saying. That's like people bringing up a phone sales in a like you've been in a tech chat, right? And they don't have nothing else to say to start saying, well, Apple sold 8 million. Apple sold 8 million. Yeah, you see that? That's the weakest, lamest. That's just lame, man. You have no rebuttal, so you're gonna resort to that. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not saying anyone's wrong in what they're saying, because it's all about how you feel about it. The fact of the matter is, if you want it, go buy it. Don't rely on someone to tell you it's good. Because a lot of chances are, like when I push a lot of Xiaomi phones and phones like that, you're missing out on phones if you just, or device, or whatever. It ain't gotta be phones. Whatever you want, you're missing out on whatever it is, if in fact you're waiting for somebody else to tell you it's good. You understand what I'm saying? You're missing out. Don't worry on no marketing and all that stuff. That has nothing to do with it. And you know, marketing is important. I'm not saying it's not important, but what I'm saying is, like T said, which is what I said, it doesn't mean the phone is bad because it didn't sell a lot of units or they're not talking about it. That doesn't mean that it's bad. Some reviews are Ben says, David Rice says, but these reviewers make it even harder when they give these reviews. I agree, you know what I'm saying? Because they might be praising something or downing it, and you'll never know, especially if they down something, you're not going to know if it's good or not, because you're going to think it's bad because they said it's bad. And if you hear enough of it, let's get real for a second. Real world stuff, real world problems, like what's going on in our society right now. If you hear enough of something, which is the media, you're going to start to think it's true. So never, ever believe what you see from the media or someone telling you. Do your own. Anybody in the stream old enough to know who Dick Gregory is? Malcolm X? Any of these people? Especially Dick Gregory. Do your own research is what I'm telling you. Don't just believe what you see on the surface, son. Don't do it, or you're going to play yourself. Even with this tech game, you're going to play yourself. You're going to play yourself. I don't know how older some of you guys are, but if you don't know who Dick Gregory is, yeah. How you feel about Android Q? I just got the update. Appreciate the super chat there, Tony. I'm gonna do a follow-up video on Android Q. I got number 3. You know what I'm saying? I got number 3 on there now. It just released today. So I'm gonna try to get back with that. Some reviewers are paid. When you see giant vendor ads and companies, you review, there's a conflict of interest. The only thing that will make it a conflict of interest, all right, dog, I see what's going on, B. The only thing I think will make it a conflict of interest is if you work for the company in some kind of way. I'll use myself for an example. Some people thought that I worked for ZTE. They thought that I worked for HTC. I don't work for these companies. just because ZTE started to send me a lot of phones, they thought I worked for ZTE. I'm like, if you've been following me, I bought a ton of ZTE phones. I started giving them away because I wanted everybody to know how good, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I've been on for about an hour and a half now. Wow. I've been on for about almost an hour and a half. I bought a bunch of ZTE phones. They caught the attention. I guess I caught their attention. Somebody told them about me and said, hey, this guy really likes y'all's products. Then they started rocking with me. And I'm appreciative of that. Simple as that. I don't work for ZTE. They wasn't paying me. But it would be a conflict of interest if I did have some kind of side deal going on with ZTE and I was saying these products are great. You know, it is what it is, man. ZTE got some great products, man, and you do use it if you want to. If you want to go out and spend $1,000 on a phone, I can show you another phone that can do it for $100. That's on you. You do what you need to do. That's not to anyone particularly. You know what I'm saying? I have to keep stressing that because some people are young and they get offended. You know what I'm saying? When you talk to them directly, no sidestepping here. You want the truth? I'll tell you, especially face to face. I'll shoot it to you straight. There's no sidestepping here, son. It's not gonna happen. I'm looking for your comments. LG put a lot of nice features in their phones for years when viewers miss. That's right, man. They put a lot. Like it's a feature in this phone right here that when you get a text message, the screen has a little. Let me do it real quick. It's crazy. Let me text myself. That's just a little small feature that's in the phone that's really, really sweet. So I'm gonna send myself a text message, and you're gonna see the phone like light up with a color. You see that? That's a sweet little feature to me that I haven't heard anybody talk about. I didn't even talk about it yet in the video. But it's in the G8, I talked about it today, that has an FM radio in there. You know, there's not a lot of flagships that have FM radios, son. It's not. It's not a lot of flagships that have FM radios. So when I saw, and I'm going to jump on the Samsung thing in a second here. When I saw the Galaxy Fold come out, and put your comments down below. If you're just jumping in the stream, man, I've been going for about an hour and a half. I'm sure you might ask something that I've already talked about, but just put your comment down there. And if you're in the comments and you've been here the whole time, you might have to answer some questions, son. And then catch this on the replay. Oh, my bad. Shout out to the replay crew. I forgot to give y'all a salute at the beginning of the video. So shout out to the replay crew on deck. Yeah, our dog, yeah, man. ZTE never updates though. That's not true. Not in my experience. And the problem with that is, I appreciate that, Tony. The problem with that is saying that ZTE doesn't update their phones. What about Samsung? What about HTC? What about all the other corporations that are charging 10 times the price, but all these phones are on the same OS? What about that? See, it's easy to get caught up in the hype. And I'm not saying Chris or whoever said that is wrong. I'm just responding, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to go ahead and criticize and critique in a negative way first, instead of trying, like when the Pixel didn't have good audio, you know what I'm saying? Remember the video was jacked up, the mic was jacked up? Before they did the software update, I gave a solution for it. I said, here's an alternative. Use an external mic. Everybody said, oh, that sounds good. However, I ain't doing that, and I respect that. But I just wanted to give some kind of alternative for the people that was trying to use the phone and said the recording was crappy. You know what I'm saying? But Samsung phones are never updated on time, man. Never. If you want fast updates, you need to go to OnePlus, Motorola, or Google. Pretty much. That's the only thing I can think of. But to my surprise, LG has been updating their phones lately because this phone is about to get Android Q. And so, hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, it's not the best phone in the world. It's a 10, though. But there's a lot of phones there's a lot of 10s out there. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of 10s out there, but somebody's going to come along and take down this phone. And I want them to do it because I like competition. You know what I mean? LG is the master of the universe. Yeah, the Axon 7 even got updated like over a year later, man. Yeah, Samsung phones rarely get updated. Buy a cheap phone and you'll get an FM radio. True. The Moto E5 series FM radios phone. Yeah, and speaking of my Moto E4 still getting updates, folks. I still have a Moto E4 and it's getting updates, man. It just recently got an update. My Sony Xperia XA Ultra just got an update. So Samsung comes with a $2,000 phone. It has problems right out the gate. It seems like the media praise it anyway. There was a few of the media people saying, "Oh, don't get all hyped up. The phone's not a failure." Man, if you listen to, but the bad part is, the media is targeting the weak people. They targeting the people and trying to convince people that it's okay to spend $2,000 on a phone and it's going to change their life around and make it easier. Come on, son. Come on, son. I saw the Energizer phone. It didn't get backed. And like, the what do you call it when they go to the thing and they ask you to pay for it? I forgot what it's called. Kickstarter. The Kickstarter didn't get enough backing. Nobody really backed it. But the phone was like this thick. And I somewhat agree. I wouldn't have wanted to back that either. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have backed that either, man. There's no way that I can honestly say I want to carry around a phone this thick. Especially when you got phones out there that are 6 millimeters that last for 10 hours screen on time, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah. No way. You want to know why I dislike Facebook? So I used to have a Facebook years ago, man. And some people don't even know what Facebook started off with or what it was actually for. And when I was on Facebook, you know what I'm saying, I was still in the corporate world at that time. And I was, posting stuff and, posting, oh, here's a picture of my daughter and here's a picture of my wife, or, hey, we were here. But then on my timeline and, you can see friends of friends and all this other stuff. I just don't like what I saw, just like I don't like what I see in the media right now, in social media. People promoting sex, drugs, violence. And the fact is, man, I'm an older cat. You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to play like I'm young. I'm young, but I'm old. I guess I would consider OG. Somebody said I was OG, because you know what I'm saying. I'm not in my. I'm up there, but I've also been around the block, man. And I joined the military when I was 16. That was a long time ago. I joined the military in the 80s. And the Facebook thing, man, I don't like that people are killing people off of. The thing about it, you guys always make me get. I'm already a pretty serious person, and I try to get on YouTube so I can kick back. But this is who I am, man. Facebook. You got these cowards on there killing each other for what they said on Facebook. Young cats today, anybody under 35, you just got to be offended. You millennials are killing everything, man. Y'all jacking everything up. Y'all can't get beat up and then get up and go to school the next day and face the people and act like it didn't happen. Facebook is just bad. It promotes nothing but sex, drugs, violence, and it corrupts our young generation. So if you're under 35, I think it's 35 on down, you're a millennial in that area right there. Trouble. Most of you guys are trouble, man. And you are one of the reasons from like 16 up to 35 right now, it's killing everything. Y'all killing each other. And I'm disappointed in Facebook because they don't do anything about it. They stealing your information. You know what I'm saying? And somebody just said it. We used to have to go outside and play. That was my Facebook. I remember when there were no TVs, no cell phones, no pagers, none of that stuff. We'd go outside and play. My treat was listening to the radio, folks. So see if you can guess my era. You know what I'm saying? Listening to the radio was exciting. That was something that I was allowed to do for like 10 minutes, and I had to turn it off, then get back, play outside for a few minutes, come in for the street lights and everything like that. But young dudes get offended so quickly, they just want to shoot each other. You know what I'm saying? I worked on both sides, you know what I'm saying? So I think that Facebook is bad. It's bad. And I'll tell Zuckerberg to his face. He just did anybody even watch the court hearing for that? He was lying to everybody to their face, man. He wants y'all money and he wants y'all's information so he can sell it off. And be mindful of that right now, all of the U.S. carriers are under investigation for selling our information. Pay attention, man. Wake up. Facebook is bad, man. I don't promote no Facebook. I used to have Facebook, but I cut it off. It just wasn't nothing on there for me. That's why I'm surprised I use Twitter and Instagram right now. And what do you see on there? You don't see me promoting none of my personal business. I don't tell you what my wife is doing, my grandchildren doing, my children. I don't promote none of that. I try to keep it strictly about tech, because young cats today, man, they don't have no respect for anybody, man. They use, some of the people I seen, they use the N-word, you know what I'm saying, and they cuss each other out, kill each other. You know what I'm saying? There's no way to promote something like that, and the people in charge, they they're not doing anything about it, because they want you to do those things to yourself. So Ian said, "What did I walk into?" Man, nah, this is about the Samsung Galaxy Fold. But somebody asked me why I don't like Facebook, and why I just don't mess with it. And I said, I'm a pretty serious guy in my personal life. You wouldn't think so, but I'm just not one of these young cats out here. I'm not young, for one. I don't agree with the way things go. I just don't like how young people are. There's no nice way to say that, man. I just don't like a lot of the millennials. They don't have no respect, and they don't know who got them to where they're at. You know what I'm saying? They don't respect the people that came before them, which is the problem that I have. And that's just what it is. Now, that's not all millennials. That's not all young people. But Facebook is trash, man. No other way to say it. Facebook is trash. It just promotes all the wrong things. And young people set up for it. I don't. Can't do it. Now, Pixel Squad, where you at? Stand up. Pixel Squad. Pixel Squad, where you at, man? I'm going to be bringing you guys, like I said, my fold is not canceled. I'm going to be doing my unboxing. I'm going to be doing my review. Pixel Squad, where you at? And I'm going to be pushing out some content on the Pixel. You already know that I am Team Pixel Squad. Shout out to my man, LaShawn. He didn't stop by tonight, but he runs the Pixel chat that we started up a long time ago, man. It was my Smartphone Conversations chat, but I said, you know what? LaShawn is the man. He's a true Pixel fan, so I know he's gonna be rocking with one of the Pixels. Probably, I don't know. If not, I know he's gonna get the Pixel 4 if they create a Pixel 4. But we smashed this Samsung thing, man. It depends if they're gonna cancel it. If they cancel it, whatever. If they don't cancel it, it don't make me no difference, because I'm gonna unfold my phone tomorrow. It's supposed to come tomorrow, and I'm gonna give you a video on it. I'm trying to give you the video tomorrow, but whichever one comes, I got a lot of content coming tomorrow. I'm gonna release my iPad Air 3 video tonight, because I don't want it to get all mixed. I'll release it at midnight, which is 30 minutes from now, Central Time. You know what I'm saying? So if you're rocking like that, 30 minutes, you'll see the iPad video. It's nothing fancy. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you the product as it is, man. I hope you guys have a good night. Appreciate all the super chats. And I appreciate, man, still a lot of people here. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day, man. When I say that, you don't understand how much I appreciate that, because I probably got more time. How many people are retired in the stream? Anybody retired? I probably got way more time. I probably got way more time on my hands than a lot of you guys, man. So I would definitely appreciate you guys when you take time out of your day, out of your family, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You guys keep it legit, keep it 100. I'm going to keep bringing you tech. I'm going to focus on tech, try to give you the best videos I can. Now I'm finna go grab me a hot cup of coffee. I know it's late, but I'm finna drink me some coffee, son. Team Pixel, you know what I mean? Can't see nothing. I got to get my glasses on there. Ben said I'm a retired reviewer. But I appreciate you guys stopping too, man. Again, look for the iPad video tonight. It's nothing fancy. It's just a little something here and there. I'm just going to sit down and talk to you. You know how to do it. I'm loving the iPad Air, though. The new joint, I'm loving it. So I'll see you guys in the next one, man. I appreciate everybody who stopped by. Once again, shout out to the replay crew. Salute, Malik, man. I'm going to bring my podcast back, man. I just got so much on the table right now. Man. So if you're just coming in here or you skip through, hit back to the beginning of the video. God bless you guys, man. And I hope you guys get everything you want out of this life. It's not short. You know what I'm saying? It's about choices. Remember that. So you make them choices. do right, and the man upstairs will take care of you. Forget that man upstairs. Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, take care of you. I'm gonna always be a different kind of tech reviewer. I ain't afraid to say what I want to say. I'm gonna mix tech, spirituality, cars. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. Who's gonna stop me? You don't like it? Just don't come here. There's no other way to say that. Keep it about tech, man. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Team Pixel, get ready.